Dear students, continuing with our lecture series on organometallic reagents, this is our sixth lecture, and in this lecture we will discuss about organopalladium reagents, and mainly we will discuss about carbon-carbon bond formation through different types of organopalladium reagents. So, as I have told you in this lecture, formation of carbon-carbon and carbon heteroatom bonds will be discussed. And when palladium catalysts, they are used as reagents for these types of bond formation. The important reactions which can take place in these types of palladium catalyzed reactions, they are Suzuki-Miyamura coupling, still coupling, Nagishi reaction, Humada reaction, Heyama reaction, Sono-Gashira coupling, Heck reaction, Buchwald-Hartig reaction, then cyanation reaction can also take place, and carbonylation reaction can also take place. And these are the most common reaction which take place using palladium catalysis, wherein there will be a formation of either carbon-carbon bond or carbon heteroatom bond like carbon-nitrogen bonds. The main reactions which take place in terms of function transformation is, say, if we are having some aryl halide or aryl triflate, wherein all these groups, iodo, bromo, chloro, or triflate, they are very good leaving groups. So when these aryl halides or triflates, they are reacted in presence of palladium catalyst, then on reaction with different types of other substrates, we will see the formation of either carbon-carbon bond or carbon-nitrogen bond. So starting from the Suzuki reaction, when these aryl halides in presence of palladium zero complexes or reagents, they are reacted with organoborane compounds. Then the alkyl or aryl group from the boranes is transferred to the aryl halides, and there will be a formation of carbon-carbon bond between the phenyl group and the alkyl or aryl group, which is shifted from the organoborane compound. So, reaction of palladium reagents with aryl halides using organoborane compounds will lead to formation of a carbon-carbon bond, and this type of reaction is known as either Suzuki coupling or Suzuki-Miura coupling reaction. And then is still coupling. Here, instead of boron complexes, we use tin complexes. So when dialkyl tin compounds, they are reacted under these conditions, then also a carbon-carbon bond formation will take place, and the reaction is known as still coupling. Then Nagishi reaction is when instead of stannous, we use zinc complexes. So alkyl zinc halides, when they are reacted, then formation of carbon-carbon bond will take place between the aryl halide and alkyl group from the zinc complexes. Then when palladium compounds, they react with aryl halides in presence of Grignard reagent to give us products with carbon-carbon bond formation. Such reaction is known as Humada reaction. Then when under these circumstances silicon compounds, they are reacted for formation of carbon-carbon bond, then reaction is known as Heyama reaction. Similarly, if aryl halides in presence of palladium compounds is reacted with terminal alkynes, Then again a carbon-carbon bond formation will take place, and X is eliminated from the aryl compound, and H is eliminated from the alkyne, and we will get these types of compounds. Similarly, if these aryl halides in presence of palladium compounds, they are reacted with alkenes, then also a carbon-carbon bond is formed between an alkene and the aryl halide, and such reaction is called as Heck reaction. Then Buchwald-Herzig reaction is when secondary amines they are reacted under these conditions for the formation of carbon-nitrogen bond. So H from this secondary amine and X from here is eliminated for the formation of carbon-nitrogen bond. Then under these conditions, when zinc cyanide is reacted, then we will get cyanation of the aryl compound, and this type of reaction is very common for the synthesis of cyanides or nitriles, particularly aromatic nitriles from palladium complexes. Then reaction of these substrates with carbon monoxide in presence of a base or nucleophile will lead to the carbonylation of aryl halides, and such type of reaction is again very important in the synthesis of carboxylic acids and their derivatives. We will discuss these reactions one by one with some examples and mechanism. First is Suzuki coupling or Suzuki Miura reaction. So here, as I have told you, the formation of carbon-carbon bond will take place in presence of organoboranes, organoboronic acids, or organoboronic esters. When these are reacted with organic halides, then we will have products with carbon-carbon bond formation. So basically, what happens is in the first place, the hydroboration of these types of terminal alkynes will take place, and we will get these types of organoborane complexes, which will catalyze the reactions in presence of palladium catalyst. So when these organoborane uh, complexes they are reacted with organic halides, then a formation of carbon-carbon bond will take place, and we will get products in very quantitatively. For example, when this organic halide is reacted with this organoborane complex, we will get these types of dyes in 75%. The mechanism of this reaction is in the first step, the palladium complex is converted into palladium zero ligand, which on reaction with the alkyl halide will lead to the formation of organopalladium halide complex. So first, this type of organopalladium halide complex is formed, and then this organopalladium halide complex on reaction with KOR is converted into organopalladium alkoxide complex, and this organopalladium alkoxide complex then reacts with the organoborane complex, and transmetallation takes place to give us this type of palladium intermediate, which on reductive elimination leads to the formation of product by carbon-carbon bond formation. Then is still coupling. Here, the basic reaction is almost same as we have seen in case of the previous reaction. So here, instead of organoborane, we use organotin reagents. So this is the basic difference between still coupling and the Suzuki coupling. So here, in the first step, the palladium zero ligands they react with the alkyl halide to give us these types of palladium halide complex, palladium ligand halide complexes. And these palladium ligand halide complexes on reaction with organotin reagent undergo transmetallation to give us dialkyl palladium ligands, which undergo cis trans isomerization to give us these types of palladium dialkyl ligands. And these dialkyl palladium ligands they undergo reductive elimination for the formation of products through carbon-carbon formation. And the advantage of this still coupling is in comparison to Suzuki coupling is that in case of Suzuki coupling we require a base to activate the reaction, whereas here no base is required in case of still coupling. However, disadvantage is that toxicity concerns are there with organotin or organostanate complexes. These are the few examples of still coupling. If say 2-methyl cyclohexanone is reacted with LDA, we will get this type of triplet, and this triplet on reaction with palladium triphenyl phosphine complex in presence of this stannous reagent will lead to the formation of this product, which is very stereoselective product formation through formation of carbon-carbon bond. Similarly, these stannate organostannate complexes compounds they react with alkyl iodides in presence of palladium complexes with the formation of a carbon-carbon bond at this place, and at this place with the elimination of tributyltin iodide is removed, and this carbon and this carbon they get joined to each other to give a new product with the formation of carbon-carbon bond. Then is Nageshi coupling. Here we use organo zinc reagents, and they react with organohalides for the formation of carbon-carbon bond. So basically, if we use this uh, tetramethyl piperidine on reaction with isopropyl magnesium chloride will give us this type of Grignard reagent. This tetramethyl piperidine magnesium chloride in presence of this zinc chloride will form an organozinc reagent which will react with isoquinoline to give us these types of organozinc reagents. And these organozinc reagents then they react with aryl halides to give us these types of products by carbon-carbon bond formation. Iodide from here and zinc chloride from here is removed, and this carbon gets joined to this carbon with the formation of a carbon-carbon bond to give us these types of products. Similarly, Komada coupling is a reaction of organohalides with Grignard reagent. So, phenyl magnesium chloride reacts with 2-chloropyridine derivative in presence of this palladium complex to give us a product wherein MgCl from here and Cl from here. MgCl2 is removed and this carbon gets joined to this carbon with the formation of a new carbon-carbon bond. And such reaction is called as Umada reaction, where we use Grignard reagents with aryl halides. Then Hamer action is when organosilanes they are coupled with organohalide for the formation of a new carbon-carbon bond in presence of palladium acetate and diazabicyclo 222 octane DAPCO is used as a base. Then Sonogashira coupling or Sonogashira reaction is when we use copper organocopper compounds in addition to palladium complexes for formation of a new carbon-carbon bond. And here what happens is palladium zero complexes they undergo oxidative addition of the aryl halides or alkyl halides to give us these types of palladium halide ligand complexes. And these palladium ligand halide complexes undergo transmetallation in presence of alkyne cupric reagents. And the alkyne part is transferred to the palladium reagent to give us these types of palladium complexes. And these palladium complexes undergo reductive amination to give us substituted alkynes as the product with the formation of a new carbon-carbon bond. So these are some examples of Sonogashira coupling where terminal alkynes they react with different aryl halide to give us products with the formation of a new carbon-carbon bond in presence of different types of palladium complexes. So either palladium chloride phenyl cyanide complex or palladium triphenyl phosphine dichloride complex is used for these types of reactions where terminal alkynes they are converted into substituted alkynes as the product through formation of a new carbon-carbon bond. Then is Heck reaction. So Heck reaction follows a slightly different path from other palladium catalyzed couplings. Here, for intermolecular reaction, the mono-substituted olefins they are used, and the type of product formed will be determined by the steric hindrance present in the olefin part of the molecule. And then here the palladium ligands they react with the aryl or alkyl halides and oxidative addition lead to the formation of these types of palladium complexes. And these palladium complexes on olefin insertion of monosubstituted alkenes get converted into these types of palladium complexes. And these palladium complexes they undergo beta hydride elimination from here, and we will form product at this step leading to the formation of E product or trans product is formed, and we will get these hydride palladium complexes. And these hydride palladium complexes react with base with elimination of HX, and palladium zero is regenerated, which can again be used for different Heck reactions. Similarly, we can also have asymmetric Heck reactions, and here the aryl triplates they react with say dihydrofurane in this case with phenyl triplet in presence of this palladium ligand which is chiral in nature, and this chirality from the ligand is transferred to the product also, and high selective product with 97% enantiomeric access is formed with the formation of a new carbon-carbon. So H from here and triplet from here is removed to give us the product wherein a new carbon-carbon bond is formed. Then is Buchwald-Hartwig coupling. Uh, these are an important breakthrough in the formation of carbon-nitrogen bonds through palladium catalysis. So basically, when these types of aryl halides they react with unsubstituted compounds or amines, there is a formation of carbon-nitrogen bond under the catalysis of palladium complexes. For example, if 3-chloropyridine is reacted with N-methylaniline, then H from here and Cl from here is eliminated, and this carbon will get joined by the nitrogen, and we will get these types of NN tri-substituted amines. They are formed as the product with the formation of a new carbon-nitrogen bond. And these reactions take place in presence of these types of N-heterocyclic carbene ligands as the catalyst. Similarly, these types of aryl halides they can react with these types of Schiff bases or amines in presence of palladium catalyst to give us products where a new carbon nitrogen bond is formed, and this reaction is called as Buchwald-Hartwig coupling. Then is cyanation. Cyanation can also take place through palladium catalysis when aromatic halides they are reacted with zinc cyanide in presence of these palladium complexes either under microwave or thermal conditions. They are converted into cyano compounds or nitriles as the product. So different types of aryl halides, either heterocyclic aryl halides or aromatic aryl halides, they can be used as the substrates for conversion into the nitriles or cyano compounds as the products. Similarly, we can synthesize carboxylic acids or their derivatives through palladium catalysis by carbonylation reactions. So here palladium complexes they are reacted with either aromatic halides or heterocyclic halides as the substrates. So for example, when 2-chloropyridine is reacted with this palladium complex in presence of carbon monoxide, then carbonylation takes place and we will get these types of esters as product when we use in addition to carbon monoxide and butanol. So first carbonylation will take place, and then the nucleophilic carbonyl formed will react with this N-butanol, and we will get ultimately esters, derivatives of carboxylic acids as the product. Similarly, when these indole derivative bromides they react with piperidine, then also a formation of carbon nitrogen bond takes place between these two, and by addition of carbon monoxide in between, and we will get the carboxylic amides as the product. Similarly, when these types of aryl halides they are reacted with carbon monoxide in presence of triethylsilane, then formulation of this aromatic ring will take place, and we will get aldehydes as the product. So the advantage of triethylsilane, which is being used over here in addition to carbon monoxide. So here we are not going to get carboxylic acid derivatives, but aldehydes they are formed as the product. So these are the references which have been used for preparing this lecture. Thank you very much.